Hi everybody, welcome to my Origami of the Day calendar video for Thursday, November 19th, 2009. And the model in the calendar today is Tom Turkey. And it uses a regular piece of origami paper. So get your supplies together and we'll get started right away on this. Alright, so you're going to start today's model out with your piece of paper with the white side facing you. And the first thing you'll do is just fold it in half on the diagonal like this to create a center fold, a center line of reference. Once you've done that, open it back up and fold the two side points to that center line. So first one, then the other, until you have a sort of a kite shape like this, and then fold the top flap over and down like this. Once you've folded that piece over like this, you want to actually tuck it inside the two flaps. So tuck it inside like that. And then this next group of folds is a little tricky. So let me see if I can explain it to you in a fairly easy way. Open this flap up just enough so that you can see the center line. And then what you're going to do is to fold this edge over to that center line. So pull your piece across and fold it to that center line. And then the continuation of that same part of the paper, you're going to pull straight up so that you're keeping that in line with the center. And when you do that, then you can fold this all the way down just to get the fold going, and then lower this flap back like that. So let's try this on this piece. Open up the flap just enough so you can see the inside, and then pull this edge, this top edge, you're bringing it over to the center. And then that same part of the piece of paper that you've brought to the center, you're going to pull up and keep it on that center line. So pull that up so it stays on the center line like that. And then you can just fold down the edges here so that you get the crease made, and then flip the flap down. So once you're done, it will look like this. And it will be mountain folded here and valley folded here. Now these flaps that are sticking out, first you're going to fold them up on each side like this, and then fold a tip of it back down like this. And then finally fold the entire piece in half on the center. And when you do that, you're going to sort of flip the piece around so that those parts that were, those flaps that we just folded back and forth, are toward the bottom. And if you were not really equal in the way that you folded those two, you'll know this right now because these two pieces won't really line up. So you can make adjustments if necessary, because these, if you haven't figured it out, these are going to be the feet of your turkey. So you want them to be somewhat symmetrical. So once you've folded it in half like this, if one is really sticking out funny or something like that, you can go ahead and make adjustments so that you know that then your feet are pretty much the same on both sides. Now next we're going to fold the tail and the neck portion of the turkey, and these are going to be outside reverse folds. And if you remember from way back in the beginning of the year when we first practiced these, one easy way for you to really make these happen without too much trouble is to first fold the piece in the direction that you're going to be, or at the angle that you're going to be making this fold. So first for the neck portion, fold back and forth to create a really good crease. That way when you open up and flip it backwards, it will very easily flip around along that line that you just had created. So that's our neck, because this is the direction that the feet are facing, so that's the front of the bird, so that long end is the neck, and then this is going to be our tail. So once again, you can flip it or fold it back and forth to get the correct angle, then open it up and do your outside reverse fold. So you're flipping it up and outside onto the outside, like so. And there you have your tail. Now we're going to do 2 more folds just to create the head portion of the bird. All right, so let's do the head, the angle of the head. So same thing, fold your piece back and forth to create a crease, and then you're opening up on this end and flipping it out and over top to get the head. And then the last little bit is the final downturn of the beak, and like the little I don't even know what it's called. There's a piece of skin that sort of hangs down across the front of a turkey's beak, and to do that you just fold the piece over. You don't need to do an inside or an outside, you're just folding it over on an angle like that. And there you have it. That's our Tom Turkey. Alright, so we've completed that model, the model of a turkey. Tomorrow's model, the Friday model in the calendar, is of an emperor penguin. So that one, not too complicated either. Uses the fish base that we've used very, very often throughout the year at this point in time. So shouldn't be too difficult at all. So come prepared with your regular origami paper for that one. No special supplies required, and we'll get through the last model of this week.